Morning, Kevin here. Where am I today? Well, I'm on Cocking Hill, and in fact, I am outside there. In fact, I've just been inside it. This is this is arranged by Jean. It's her fault. Steve. No, Steve. Cynthia, Steve. I always get it back to front. We're heading on a walk which is called
Chalk Balls Walk.
the Chalk Balls Walk.
And Andy Goldsworthy, the sculptor.
Andy Goldsworthy. Okay. And we've got to go this way. I don't think the dog is actually dead. So we're on the South Downs Way at the moment. So we've just left Cadence Cafe, and of course, just when we're starting the walk, the clouds come in, and there's a bit of a breeze. But Cynthia and I and Steve, Jean as well, we've walked this route many times before, and we know we've got to go to the top of that hill in the distance. Well, we're all walking up this little side lane. The main track is just the other side of this hedge. And something that we've noticed, we couldn't work out why we could see one bird to start off with, huge bird, and literally just there in the distance, this camera won't pick it up, there are two huge red kites, and they are really big birds. Now if there's a lamb there, those kites are powerful enough to take the lamb. At the moment, there's a tractor just turned up and it's feeding the sheep, and the sheep are all running to it, and it could be that that's what those kites are waiting for. But they are very big birds. Here we are, the sheep are all being fed. I actually can't see any lambs in amongst that lot, which is good. Must be lunchtime.
Yeah.
We're actually quite close to where the red kites are sort of staying around, and are just over top of the hill there. There's one just hovering on the thermals in the breeze, just above the grass level. But they've actually disappeared now. There he is, there's one there. Just now they're almost having a fight. Beautiful. So this is the view we've got from where we are at the moment. Let me just pan round this way and hear a buzzard away in the distance.
This is where we go off, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So we've got up the top. I was saying it was further on, and we found the first stone. But let me show you this first. South Downs Way, straight on and back, and then bridleways to our left and to our right. So here's the first one, just here, and that's when we got to carry on along there. The first stone. Someone's put a band of bomb sign on it. No need for that really. There it is. Well, here we are. Stone number 2. Ah, 2002 they've been put in. They were put in. But stone balls chalk balls. Or even chalk stones, as Cynthia said. There we go, look at this. Completely disintegrated, look at this. As the weather gets into it. There we are. Stone trail, the chalk stone trail. And that's that way. Well, just here you can see where they've been thinning out the forest, and you've got to assume that is to let more light in, because when you look, there's been a lot of trees cut out down through here. But that's what they do, they leave all their rubbish laying about. It's good for the insects, you know, good for the insects, so they reckon. And ever since my fall, which was now last October, towards the end of last October, I have to admit I am more careful how I walk and where I walk. But I am kept a very close eye on by Cynthia and Steve. But we're very sheltered and reasonably warm, reasonably comfortable. I think the temperature for today was 7 degrees, and I would have thought we're probably at that now. They did say that the cloud cover was going to be rolling in, which it has, and but a pleasant walk. Cynthia and I did this walk, or part of this walk, a long time ago, and we did find a ruin that is shown on the maps for this area, and I think we're actually coming up to stone number 3, which surprised me. I thought we might have had a bit of a gap, but I'll keep the film rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Who remembers that? Rawhide. If anybody else can finish the song off, I'll let you carry on. But here we are, stone number 3. I'm heading this way. Look, that's the ruin up there. We've come along the lane, which is just where Steve and Jean and Cynthia have just come from. We've got these beautiful snowdrops up here, but we were also looking for the ruin, which is shown on the maps. And I mentioned just now that Cynthia and I had found it before. But here it is, up here, look. Oh, I forgot to mute my phone again. Whoop! Up this hill. It's beginning to finish now. But here we are, look. By these yew trees. Oh, really? Oh, excellent. But here we are, stone or flint built wall, and you can see lots of these stones here would have been from the ruin. There's a metal, oh crikey, got to be careful, a metal bar there, which would have been perhaps above a window or above a door, which would have been acting like a lintel. So I said you've got to be very careful walking because it's very uneven underfoot. But I'm actually inside one of the rooms now. In fact, there's 2 bars there. These ones that could have been lintels. The ruins in the woods. Well, Jean's got a little bit of information about this. If you'd like to tell us about it, Jean, please.
It's very short. It just says, hidden in the woodlands behind the yew tree is the remains of an old isolated small holding which fell into disuse about 50 years ago. I think this is written in 2002.
Yeah.
The surrounding woodland New Farm Plantation is named after this farm.
Oh, right, okay. Thank you. And there's the yew tree, which Jean mentioned, which is a pretty old one as it is, like this small holding, as Jean said. Fascinating that it's tucked away in this woodland, but flint built, which is typical of Sussex. Lots of churches are built with flints, lots of walls, and another yew tree just there. There we are, stone number 4. Yep. Put nicely into a little bit of a hollow. And as Cynthia said, the Chalk Stone Trail. And that's straight over top of Cynthia's head down there. There we are. It's the biggest kite you'll ever see. Guy on a hang glider having a great time up there. He's not actually travelled very far at all. He's just doing big loops just above us. There's another stone just here. And here we have stone number 5. And that's split right down the middle. Just look at that. Let me see if I can get round here and have a look. There we go, look at that. Look at the way that's split. Goodness me. And it's right on the edge of the West Dean Estate, which is where we're going, just down here to our left hand side, down this track. There we are. So that's all West Dean Estate down through there, look. There's a notice board just there. And then likewise that side. And that's a mixture of hazel, which is all here. This is where the hazel is. And this looks like beech trees. All the way down through there. Huge number of beech trees. That's lovely. Here we are, right on this crossroads, look, just here. We've got stone number 6. A really old bit of wattle fencing, but built specifically for this bit because it's lower this end than the middle, and these are probably just little sitting areas for people to sit. But you know, back up there we noticed daffodils, and all out through there you probably just see the start of the daffodils coming out. Beautiful. There's masses and masses of them. And likewise here, look. There we go. Well, we're heading down this little track, and we saw some very happy looking birders just there, didn't we?
Yeah.
About a dozen of them came walking past. Very, very happy looking people they were. Not a bloody smile out of all of them. Oh, hang on. Is that a...
No,
could...
it's a root.
No?
It's the root of an old tree, isn't it?
Yeah, but just, you know, yeah, okay. Overruled. I was just getting a bit worried, so I haven't seen one for ages. Just look at all these catkins. We were saying just now about how many there are this year. Ooh, Just put my foot down a hole. Just look at it, masses and masses of them. And of course this is on either side of this path. We've got hazel trees, and that's of course what the catkins grow from. They're all, the camera probably won't pick them up very well, but they're all above us. Down here again, look at these. Lovely.
Hello, my name's Andrew Norris, and I'm standing in a wood in Croatia. If like me you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up, and if you haven't, consider subscribing. In that way you'll be kept informed of every new video that Kevin uploads. Thank you.